All right, welcome back to another episode of Chip Theory. Today we're going to talk about the F major scale. I have laid out here the F major scale or the F chromatic scale starting with the note F on the far left. You can see where F lies in relation to the rest of the notes, and that there are three blue chips here would be the group of three black keys on a piano keyboard. And then here you have on the just to the right of those the B note, the B and C together. Obviously there's no intermediate blue chip between B and C. And then a group of two black keys on this side of the C for C sharp and D sharp with D between them. So you get kind of orientation on where the half notes are. Now it's important to realize that between E and F is only a half step. So when we go this direction to the right of the E, we come to the next F on the spectrum. So generally this is where the B and C lie, and this is where E and F lie. Again, on this side, before F, you have the half step from E to F here as well. So that's where the F begins on the piano keyboard. It's the key just left of the group of three black keys, right? So now we're going to form our F major scale. Now that we know where F is on the piano keyboard, we're going to form our F major scale by using a series of whole steps and half steps, a whole step, a whole step, a half step, a whole step, a whole step, a whole step, and a half step, which is our formula for the major scale, and that holds true for all the major scales. So here, starting on F, we're going to do a whole step from F. So here we have these chips here. So we have the F, a half step from F to F sharp, and a half step from F sharp to G. So two halves are going to make the whole step from F to G for our first whole step. I'm going to go ahead and put that here. So there's our first whole step in the key of F for the F scale. Now here we're on G, and we're looking for our second whole step from our pattern, whole, whole. So we have a whole step, and then we need another whole step. So starting on G, we have these three. G to G sharp is one half step, and G sharp to A is another half step. So our whole step is from G to A. Thus we have our first two whole steps, whole, whole, F, G, A. Now we're looking for the half step for our formula, whole, whole, half. Now we have a half step here from A to B flat is a half step only. So this is the first part of our formula. Whole, whole, half. Now we land on the B flat here. Now for the second part of the formula, we have a series of three whole steps and then a half step. So starting here on the B flat, we have a whole step, right? Remember, this is our half step from B to C. We have a half step from B flat to B, and a half step from B to C. So a whole step is going to be from B flat to C. So there's our whole step, and we're looking for another whole step from C. We have from half step from C to C sharp, and another half step from C sharp to D. So we have a whole step here from C to D. Our third whole step is going to be from D to D sharp is a half step, and from D sharp to E is a half step. So from D to E is a whole step. So here we're almost done. we have had a whole step, a whole step, a half step, a whole step, a whole step, a whole step. Then, if you recall, our final half step was from E to this F that would occur next on the keys, so for the octave. So our notes are going to be F, G, A, whole step from F to G, whole step from G to A half step from A to B flat, a whole step from B flat to C, whole step from C to D, whole step from D to E, and a half step from E to F. Now coming down, our pattern is just reversed. So we have half, whole, 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 half, whole, whole, right? So F, half step to E, whole step to D, whole step to C, whole step to B flat, half step to A, whole step to G, and a whole step to F. Now that we know the 7 notes of our F major scale, you can line them up like this. We can form triads from the F major scale by using alternating scale tones of the scale. So by simply taking the first degree, the F, skipping a note and playing the third degree, the A, skipping the fourth degree and playing the fifth degree, C, we have 1, 3, 5, FAC. And FAC is going to be a major triad because there's going to be a 4-3 pattern of half steps between the intervals. Between F and A is a major third, and between A and C is a minor third. So 4 and 3. It's going to be a major. Our second triad is going to start on the second degree, the G, B flat, and D. This is a 3-4 G minor triad. Our third scale degree is going to be the A, C, and E. ACE is identical in form to G, B flat to the second degree, and that it's a 3-4 pattern starting on A, ACE. Our 4 chord is going to very much resemble the first chord, and that is a 4-3 pattern. So this F is generally up here, so it would look like this. This is F, B flat, D, F. But we're using it, it's the first degree. So B flat, D, F is going to be major 4-3, just like FAC was. Our 5 degree is going to be here. C, E, G. It's major 4-3. D, F, A is minor 3-4. And E, G, and B flat is going to be a diminished or a 3-3 pattern of half steps between them. E to G is 3 half steps, and G to B flat is also 3 half steps. Okay, realizing that our first degree is major, our second degree is minor, our third degree is minor, our fourth degree is going to be major, our fifth degree is major, our sixth degree is minor, just like 2 and 3, and our seventh degree is diminished. We can realize the 7th chords by adding the extension of the 4th note to our chords. So here on the first degree we're going to have an F, A, C, E. It's going to be an F major 7 or a 4-3-4 pattern in root position. We're going to have G for second degree minor, G, B flat, D, and F. Our 2 chord in F major is going to be a G minor, and G, B flat, D, F is a minor 7 or a 3-4-3, spacing and root position starting on G. Our 3 chord is going to be identical in form starting on A, 3, 4, 3 starting from A. And then we have A, C, E, and G. It's identical to the G, B flat, D, F starting on A, C, E, G as far as the spacing goes. These are both 3, 4, and 3. 4 chord, B flat, D, F, A. This very much resembles the form of the first chord. And then it's a major 7, 4, 3, 4 position, root position, B flat major 7. B flat, D, F, and A. 4, 3, and 4. Our 5 chord, which occurs on every major scale as a dominant 7, is going to be C, E, G, and B flat. Now we have a B flat, which gives us a minor 7th interval, or 10 half steps, between the C and the B flat, as opposed to the major 7, which is going to be 11 half steps, or a B natural. Because in F major you have the 1 flat, you landed on B flat for our formula. So the notes that we use here naturally have the B flat that occurs within the scale. So that 7th note is flatted from B to B flat, giving us the minor 7th interval from C to B flat. So essentially the structure is 4, 3, and 3. You have a major third, a major triad with a minor third for the 7th chord above your G here. C, E, G, and B flat. Your 6th chord is going to be a minor 7. This very much resembles the 2 and the 3. So we have 3, 4, 3. It's going to be a 3, 4, 3 starting on a D. We have D, F, A, and C. A 3, 4, 3 in root position starting on D. And our 7th chord was the diminished one. It was a 3, 3 spacing. It's unique. And then it's going to be a half diminished 7 chord. A, C, E, G, B flat, D. This is an E, right? So E, G, B flat, D. Again, the B flat is from our scale, which lands on the 5th of this chord, making this a half diminished 7th chord, or a 3, 3, 4 spacing. You have a major third here between B flat and D, or 4 half steps. So essentially you have the minor 7th interval with a flat 5th, or a minor 7, flat 5. In this instance, E minor 7, flat 5, E, G, B flat, and D. Okay. We can then talk about the inversions of these chords for F major. F major scale, the 7th chords. We're talking about the inversions now. We have the first chord was a major 7, 4, 3, 4 position, F major 7. For our first inversion on a major 7, we're left with a 3, 4, 1 position starting on the note A. So we're going to have A, C, E, F. Okay, our second inversion is going to be a 4, 1, 4 position for major 7 starting on the note C. C, E, F, and A. Our third inversion is going to be a 1, 4, 3 position starting on the note E. E, F, A, C. Coming down is going to be C, A, F, E, A, F, E, C, F, E, C, A, and E, C, A, F. Or one chord of F major, the F major 7. Our 2 chord is a minor 7, 3, 4, 3 position G, B flat, D, and F. Okay, when we raise the minor seventh root to the top, we're left with a 4-3-2 position starting on the note B flat. B flat, D, F, and G. We have second inversion is going to be a 3-2-3 position starting on the note D. D, F, G, B flat. And for third inversion, it's going to be the 2-3-4 position of a minor seventh chord starting on the note F. F, G, B flat, D. Coming down is D, B flat, G, F. B flat, G, F, D. G, F, D, B flat. And F, D, B flat, G. Our third chord is identical in form to the second, starting on the note A, though. So we have a 3-4-3, A, C, E, G. Again, our inversions will also be identical in form. Here we have the 4-3-2 inversion. 4-3-2, identical to the minor seventh first inversion, starting on the note C. C, E, G, A. Our second inversion is going to be the 3-2-3, starting on the note E. E, G, A, C. And third inversion is 2-3-4 position, starting on the note G. G, A, C, and E. Coming down is E, C, A, G, C, A, G, E, A, G, E, C, and G, E, C, A, or an A minor seventh chord. Our fourth chord is identical in form to the first chord, a 4-3-4 position, major 7, in this case B flat, major 7, starting on B flat, D, F, and A. When we invert it, we have for major 7 the 3-4-1 position, starting on the note D. D, F, A, B flat. Our second inversion is a 4-1-4 position starting on F. F, A, B flat, D. Finally a 1-4-3 inversion starting on the note A. A, B flat, D, F. Coming down is F, D, B flat, A. D, B flat, A, F. B flat, A, F, D. And A, F, D, B flat, or a B flat major 7. Same as structurally as the F major 7. For our 5 position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our 5 chord in F major is a C dominant 7, or a 4-3-3 structure. When we invert the F, A, C, E flat, we bring the F, or sorry, C, E, G, B flat, C7. When we bring the C at the top, we're left with a 3-3-2 inversion for major dominant 7 in first inversion is a 3-3-2 position, starting on the note E. E, G, B flat, and C. Invert it once again. We're left with 3, 2, 4, starting on the note G, G, B flat, C, E. And then in third inversion, it's 2, 4, 3, starting on the note B flat, C, E, and G. Or C7 chord in third inversion. Coming down is G, E, C, B flat, E, C, B flat, G, C, B flat, G, E, and B flat, G, E, C, or C7 5 chord of F major. The next chord is a 6 chord. It's identical in form to both the 2 and the 3, starting on the note D. 3, 4, 3, starting on D. D, F, A, C. D minor 7. An inversion, it's going to be a 4, 3, 2, starting on the note F. F, A, C, D. To a 3, 2, 3, starting on the note A. A, C, D, F. To the 2, 3, 4, starting on the note C. C, D, F, and A. Coming down is A, F, D, C. F, D, C, A. D, C, A, F. And C, A, F, D. D minor 7. Finally, the 7th position chord is going to be our E minor 7 with a flat 5, or E half diminished. It's going to be a 3, 3, 4 position. E, G, B flat, and D. And we invert a diminished 7, half diminished 7. We're left with a 3, 4, 2 inversion, starting on the note G, G, B flat, D, E. To a 4, 2, 3, starting on B flat, D, E, G. To a 2, 3, 3 inversion, starting on the note D, D, E, G, B flat. Coming down is B flat, G, E, D, G, E, D, B flat, E, D, B flat, G, and D, B flat, G, E. Those are going to form your 7th chords of an F major scale. F major 7, G minor 7, A minor 7, B flat major 7, C dominant, D minor 7, and E half diminished, or E minor 7 with a flat 5.